You've probably been told to plan everything out, make a checklist, watch more videos, read more books, take more courses. But what if all that planning is actually the reason that you're still stuck? You see, success does not come from knowing everything. Instead, it comes from starting before you know everything. There's a lot of people a lot further along than you are right now. Now, why are they winning? They may not be smarter, but they are a starter. I'm making this video because I wasted too much time getting ready to get ready. I thought I could learn my way into confidence, but all I did was get more confused. So finally, I just said, forget it, let's go. And that's when everything changed for me. So in this video, I'm going to show you why overplanning is silently killing your dreams and why feeling ready is a lie, and how starting now, even if you're feeling clueless, will change everything for you. And stick around because in just a minute, I'll share how being a software engineer trained me to think ahead and how that strength almost kept me stuck forever. Now, I get it. Over planning feels productive. Learning a new tool, you're making charts, organizing folders, mapping it all out. It gives you a sense of control, like you're making progress. But what you're actually doing is procrastinating. See, there's a difference between planning and preparing. Planning says, I need more time. Preparing says, I'm moving forward. Over planning delays action, and the longer you wait, the fuzzier everything becomes. You think the answer is more research, more tweaking, more preparation. But what you're doing is feeding confusion. Clarity does not come from learning more. More information does not bring clarity. It actually causes confusion. Instead, clarity comes from taking action. Imagine trying to learn how to swim just by reading books. At some point, you have to jump in. Yes, it will be messy. You might flail around a little bit, but that flailing, well, that's feedback. And that feedback is where the real learning happens. So if you're stuck in research mode, ask yourself this: am I learning or am I just hiding? Oh, and if your next step involves building a web app, I've got something that might help. I've been practicing what I preach and started a new AI company. We're building a tool that lets you describe your idea in plain English, and it builds the app for you. If that sounds interesting, check out devnitro.com and jump on the list. And I'll tell you more about that at the end of this video. But the key here is this: do just enough research to have a good idea that you should start in the shallow end, and then you jump in with both feet. Because I'm here to tell you that you'll never feel ready. And that's not your fault, because ready is a myth. It's a trap. It's the mind's way of avoiding discomfort and risk while it's pretending it's being smart. And I know this firsthand. As a software engineer, I was trained to think long term, to anticipate edge cases, think through systems, and avoid painting myself into a corner. And on paper, that's smart. It's much cheaper to change a requirements document than it is to rewrite code that's already in production. So I got really good at designing, planning, weighing every angle. And that mindset served me well until I tried to start a business, because suddenly that strength became a weakness. I thought I was being wise by avoiding stupid risks. It was smart to avoid the stupid risks, but it was stupid to avoid the normal risks, because what I was really doing was delaying. So days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months, and before you know it, a year had gone by, and I still hadn't launched a thing. So looking back, I could have failed 10 times over in that same time span, and I would have been further ahead. And that's why I realized something huge. You cannot predict what matters until you're actually in motion. You can't forecast which feature is key until someone uses it. You can't know what content actually connects with people until you publish it. The successful people that you see, they did not wait for clarity. They started messy and they figured it out along the way. So the next time you catch yourself thinking, I'm just not ready yet, ask yourself, am I protecting myself from risk or just protecting myself from feeling like a failure? Because failing does not mean that you're a failure. Failing is actually feedback. Feedback as to what worked and what didn't work. And most importantly, what the next best step to take is. Without action, you stay stuck and never take the next step to actually start. Taking action changes everything, because once you move, you shift from guessing to knowing. You stop wondering what might matter and you discover what actually does matter. You see, planning is thinking in theory. but action is thinking in reality. Because once you start, you'll see that priorities start to reorder themselves pretty quickly. Things that felt important fade, and things you didn't expect, all of a sudden they matter. That's the power of momentum. And yes, you will make mistakes, but those mistakes, they're not the opposite of progress, they are the process. Failure is never starting. Mistakes are just required steps of success. Think about any time you've actually learned something deeply. It wasn't because you got it right the first time. It's because you got it wrong, but then you corrected and you learned. And that's how we humans are wired to learn. We learn through feedback. That's why the speed of execution beats perfect planning every single time. Because the faster you act, the faster you can learn. The faster you learn, the faster you improve. And the faster you improve, the sooner you win. So if you're still standing there planning and waiting for that perfect moment, then do yourself a favor and just take the next best step. Not the perfect step, not the final step, just the next doable step that makes the most sense to you right now. Because it's not about hitting a home run right away. It's just about stepping up to the plate. Overplanning feels smart, it feels safe, but really it's a trap that keeps you stuck. You never feel fully ready because readiness isn't something you wait for, it's something that you build by moving forward. The only way to learn what matters is to take action. So take the pressure off yourself. Stop trying to build the entire business that's in your head. Just take the next best step. And hey, if your next step involves a web app idea, then you're luck because I'm building a web app builder powered by decades of experience that lets you type in plain English what you want your app to do, and it just does it. Now I'm in the early research preview phase right now, and I'm looking for folks willing to take that next step to try the tool and bring their ideas to life. So if that's you, head to devnitro.com and jump on the list. And I'll send over an application so you can get access to the pre-beta version of the app builder. You don't need to hit the home run today. You just have to step up to the plate.